So, sorry this is on my phone, but that's the only way I can video. Say hi, Trenton. Want to say hi?
Hi.
So I am cooking dinner, and it's going to be creamy Keilbasa with broccoli and pasta.
And meat.
Yeah, that's the Keilbasa.
Oh, Keilbasa.
Keilbasa.
Yummy!
So typically what I do is I cut up the meat and the veggies first.
And then you can show them.
Yeah, I'll show. So I cut up the meat.
What are you doing?
I'm stirring.
Your phone.
Oh, I'm taking a video. Because I think Mommy's going to start taking videos of when I cook dinner.
Hello!
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So typically what I do is I cut up all of the stuff that's needed first. Like the broccoli and the Keilbasa, which is what I did here. Broccoli and Keilbasa and some onion. And then there's pasta.
And that's not all.
That's
That's
not-
going in there.
No. There's going to be pasta, so I have pasta going. I don't make that on my own.
She doesn't make that on her own.
Where does it come from? A box.
A box.
Yeah, a box. I'm also going to add some pesto to it.
And she's also going to add some pesto to it.
I have a narrator. This is what it's going to look like. At least that's what it should look like. It'll probably be pretty close to that.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. So,
Am I a pretty good cook?
yeah. So, she's a good cook.
Yeah, I'm a good cook. And I don't go by recipes. I use recipes as ideas to do for dinner, but I will go by a recipe when I'm doing my food video. Get out of here, please. When I'm doing my food video, I will do, like my dinner videos, I will do recipes. At least I'll read off the recipe. I don't typically go by the recipe. I like to just dump and pour method.
Yeah.
Because that's how I like to do it. Because I like to put my own little spin on it. This
Yeah,
is pretty
she
much-
does.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she does.
All right, Trent, stop.
Okay.
Crazy kids. Yeah, so this is a pretty true and raw video here. This is what I deal with when I cook dinner. This is my
And
life.
you use
What am I
Keilbasa, sausage,
No, the Keilbasa is the sausage.
Keilbasa, broccoli, onions, and pasta to make this yummy dinner. And cheese. A little bit of cheese. Not a lot. But you can add a lot if you want a lot.
So I'm going to be using, here, back up please. I'm going to be using heavy whipping cream to make the cream for the creamy, the creamy Keilbasa with broccoli.
Look, the bowls are starting to form up.
I see. Would you, Bud,
Yes?
would you get the colander down in the cabinet for me, please?
What?
A colander is the strainer, that white thing right there. So obviously for my pasta, I need a colander.
A colander.
I really wish this was on live Facebook right now, but it's not.
Yeah, she wishes, but it's not. See my hair?
He just got a haircut. This is for real though. This is real. This is daily dinner cooking. Well, not this is not
It's
daily.
really good for the summer.
Your
Yeah,
hair.
it is. No, not my hair, the food.
The food's good for the summer, he says. All right. This is my first dinner video, and definitely not something that I typically do, but I feel like I'm a really good cook, and because I'm, a mom, and this is stuff I do every day, pretty much. Then perfect. Stop.
Okay. What are you doing?
So now, I'm going to take this over here. Dump this in here so I can drain my pasta. Ooh, I almost got you with it, bud.
I feel so good with the heat.
Okay, got that one.
I feel so good with the heat.
Feels so good with the heat, he says. All right, so the pasta's going in. My whipping cream is there. I need a half a cup of whipping cream.
Yes, she does. Hello. Bye-bye.
Half a cup of whipping cream to make it creamy. This is not Trenton. This is not going to be like an Alfredo type dish. It's just going to be cream. So that's why I'm just adding cream and not like Alfredo. I will add some cheese to it and some other spices. But let me get you like the tablespoon amount. Because like I said, I don't go by a recipe typically, and I usually don't measure things out. I just eyeball it. It's my technique, and it always comes out pretty good. But I will follow instructions today for everybody watching. Trenton, stop. Okay, people do not want to look at your tongue. They don't. Cool. All right. Sorry. Like I said, first time doing this. It's on low. I need this. So this is not part of the recipe, pesto, and I'll probably just add like a tablespoon. I love pesto. Pesto is amazing, and I get this from Costco. Can you throw this away for me, honey bee? Thanks so much. So I'm just gonna add. Trenton, stop.
Okay.
Little low, that's what he is.
That looks disgusting.
It's really not. You had it on those raviolis at Costco. We went to Costco today, so I'm actually going to add 2 tablespoons of pesto.
I usually walk really high, and then I connect.
Trenton,
Correct.
this is real life, people. Real life. Real life here.
Real life.
This is mama cooking time.
And
This is
kid
what-
watching time.
This is what me cooking really consists of.
Bump my tower.
I'm sorry, honey.
That was not part of the plan.
That was not part of the plan.
Like Scaredy Squirrel says.
Scaredy Squirrel always says. So it is pretty creamy. I might actually add a little bit more of the pesto. I really love pesto. I do. I love the flavor of pesto. I love the smell of pesto. This would be a great dish even if you don't like meat. You could add just like a whole bunch of different types of veggies. Hold on, sorry, I gotta walk away. Sorry, honeybee, please stop. They don't want to see that. But you can definitely use like different types of vegetables. Instead of meat, you can use like meat substitute. If you don't like Keilbasa, you can use chicken. You can use chicken sausage, turkey sausage.
Use your phone. Why are you videoing?
Because Mommy likes to cook.
Are you gonna show it to someone?
I'm gonna put it on YouTube to do. So this isn't scripted, guys. This is what real life mama dinner cooking time consists of a kid constantly not listening to me, and I'm telling him not to be putting stuff in the camera. So please excuse my 6-year-old. So it's pretty much done. So what I did was, like I said, I chopped up the onion. I really used just half of an onion, and Keilbasa, and I used half of a box of, it's called campanelli pasta. It's really this spiral pasta is what the recipe calls for, but you can use any pasta you like. Tricolored pasta is really good with it too. You can use spinach. You can do a bunch of other stuff instead. But what you really want to remember to do is use whipping cream. Whatever kind of whipping cream you choose. Whipping cream is really going to do wonders. It's what makes it... it's what makes it creamy, is the heavy whipping cream. The recipe calls for, watch out honeybee, please move. It does call for 2 tablespoons of water, which, whoops, I didn't do. The Keilbasa is usually pretty greasy, and I don't see why it even needs water, but apparently it does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 4 1/2 tablespoons for the 2 tablespoons. And that's because, obviously, 1/2 of a tablespoon, 2 1/2 of a tablespoon will equal 1 tablespoon. And I don't think I need to tell anybody that. That's just how it works. I'm going to turn this a little bit better so you can see me more. That's the 4th one. Yeah, I did use tap water. We don't have city water. We don't have city water, we have well water. And like I said, I like to put my own spin on it, so I'm going to actually add 2 tablespoons of chicken broth. Because, I mean, chicken broth really adds flavor to anything. I love chicken broth.
Me too.
Calls the recipe. I don't do recipes, I just make my own. I always do my own thing. It calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. I love him to death. Holy macaroni. Don't use your teeth, people. Don't try that at home.
What?
Pepper is the bomb, and it calls for 1/4 of pepper. That is probably not enough. I love pepper. That's really gross. I'm sorry. Good thing y'all ain't eating it, right? Oh, I just made a mess. I'm a huge mess when I cook, but the good thing is it's what makes it fun.
Yes, it is.
And men get to get messy when they freaking do car stuff, okay? They come in all greasy. Why can't I? Pepper. It did ask for salt. And 3/4 tablespoon of kosher salt, which I don't use. I use Himalayan pink salt. Literally my entire life revolves around Himalayan pink salt. You can use kosher salt, you can use sea salt, you can use rock salt, you can use whatever kind of salt you want, but this is the kind that I use. I love it. I would not use any other. So 3/4. So what it wants, because I don't have a 3/4 teaspoon, I only have 1/4, so I'll do it 3 times. So 1,
Now can I do the
2,
last one? Now can I do the last
yeah.
one?
Oh. All right, ready? You gotta do it all around. I like to, I'm gonna do a little more than 3/4. I'm gonna do like more than that. You don't want to use too much salt, as with anything. Too much salt is not good. But
Who are you sending this to?
I'm not gonna send it to anybody. I'm gonna put it on Facebook. So I'm sorry that this is a little bit of a hectic and crazy video, but this is. He typically does not like to be in front of a video at all. And right now he's being a little pester. So, this is the finished product. This actually didn't take too long as your Keilbasa is not frozen, because the Keilbasa is already cooked. That's my boyfriend. So it's creamy Keilbasa. I'm gonna actually take my phone off here. I can't turn it around. I don't know why not, but I just can't. Weird. Okay, so it's the creamy Keilbasa with broccoli and pasta. I put a little bit of pesto in it. I'm pretty sure I put in about 5 tablespoons of pesto. I love pesto. It adds a wonderful flavor.
Actually, no, you did one.
I did not.
You did.
Oh, I'm gonna grate some Parmesan cheese on top, which will also add really amazing flavor.
Why don't you do the big ones?
So, my grater. I really like to do everything.
I
don't like to get
the big one.
I don't like to get pre-stuffed, but I do on days when I am in a rush. But this really didn't take that long. It took maybe a few minutes. Like I said, it really, like, the longest was the cutting. Go now. The longest that it took was the cutting of the broccoli. I cut the broccoli. I didn't buy pre-cut broccoli. I didn't buy a bag of broccoli. I bought a whole it's not a head of broccoli, but I'm gonna call it that, but a whole freaking thing of broccoli, and I cut it up, and yeah. So my food doesn't always look pretty because I'm not good at, like, garnishing, but it always tastes good. Trenton. So, like I said, this is what I do. I love to cook. I'm going to try to do this more with the video, because then it can show people, you know, their moms or dads or whoever, that it's not that hard to make a really nice meal. You can make veggies, you can make them up, make them taste really nice. Your kids will love them, and they'll be delicious. Super easy peasy, doesn't take very long. I love cheese. Everyone in this house loves cheese. So, you just want to make sure that you just add the amount. Like, if you don't have that many people, don't add a lot of, you know, meat or broccoli, or add it to your desire. I typically make a good amount of food because I work on the weekend, so I always take leftovers to work. So cooking is amazing, especially because you can bring leftovers to work if you make too much, or you can, you know, have them for another day. Or on Tuesdays I go over to my mother's house, and we always do like a leftover day, a leftover dinner, and we just like combine all of our leftovers, not combine them in a pan, but we just pick through whatever leftovers we have, and then that usually gets rid of our leftovers too. So, yep, here it is. It's the creamy Keilbasa pasta with broccoli, and I did put some Parmesan cheese in that, but I mixed it all up. And this is what it was supposed to look like. I think I did a pretty good job. Thank you. Bye.